Assalamualaikum and a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is good to see such a good turnout for this PIBG meeting. First of all, I would like to thank you for the parents that attend to our meeting today. Before I start, let me introduce myself first. I am Mr. Hanif Hamzah, principal in this school. Today, I would like to inform to all parents here that our school already opened a new third language classes. Mandarin, Japanese, Arabic are the third language that we offer to our students. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go further, I would like to know what is your perception of the introduction new language classes?
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Aziz Shazwan bin Azizur from Pahang. In my opinion, this is a good suggestion as it can improve memory and enhance concentration of our child in future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Azrael. That was an interesting opinion. So, how about you, madam?
Hello, my name is Aina Biha. I think the opening of this language class is good because they will learn new culture, foods and many more. That's all, thank you.
Alright, thank you for your answer. At the end of my speech, I am very sure that each parent in this meeting will persuade their children to learn third language. And maybe you also want to learn the third language too. Ladies and gentlemen, nowadays, when people see a job vacancy, they feel excited and happy to apply for that position. However, when they read the requirements of the position, it mentions that Mandarin speaking only. So, how do you feel? Until now, most of the job vacancy require a candidate that able to speak in Mandarin, especially in Chinese company. The key point of employment in this new era is having an ability that different from the others. Fluent to speak third language is one of it. How about our children in the future? Do they have the opportunity to be employed? Apart from this, a lot of people think that this is a racist. But how about if we think this situation positively? Why not we try to learn this new language since it gives a lot of advantages in the future? Maybe for the business, education, and so on. Therefore, today we are going to discuss more details on advantages and ways to attract students to learn third language. To get started, let's look at the first advantage of learning third language, which is build up self-confidence. Learning a new language requires someone to step out from their comfort zone and be ready to go through ups and downs during the learning process. Not only that, they have to be brave enough to overcome the shyness when unable to pronounce the words correctly, making a grammar mistakes, and having a conversation with a native and fluent speakers as well. However, the interesting part is they will feel the amazing sense of accomplishment when conversing with someone with their native language. They are able to notice the mistakes and able to improve it, while remains the exciting feelings for the next conversation with them. When they find themselves making a progress, the confidence will increase as well. As a result, they will be more confident to try something new in their life as long as they work hard and believe in themselves. Referring to our first point, we can see that learning third language able to improve students' self-confidence in all aspects. Now, we will move to the second advantage, which is preparation for study abroad. Ladies and gentlemen, it always becomes everyone's dream to see their children will study abroad, either in Japan, Korea, India, Jordan, or any other countries. According to a Japanese preparatory program that has been run in Intech Educational College, all their lecturers are from Japan, and every student with various background must take the intensive Japanese language exposure starting from the first semester, since all the subjects will be fully taught in Japan, and same goes in Japanese university. This clearly shows that the intention of studying abroad needs students to learn the native language of their target country. Therefore, early learning of the third language will be advantage for those students aiming for studying abroad, since they already have the basics. This will be much easier to learn all the subjects in foreign language and having communication with lecturer as compared to the others without basic during the preparation to overseas. After all, learning third language will be yearly preparation for students who aim to study abroad in their future. Next, the third advantage is enhancing career opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, in this 21st century, we are aware that the number of positions decreases while the number of applicants increases as well. As a result, employers nowadays are looking for extra qualification that will differentiate the candidate from the others. Without doubt, being fluent in third language will provide an advantage over monolingual applicant in job interviews, where this kind of opportunity always exists, especially in tourism, public relations, marketing, government, education, transportation, and many more. According to labor statistics of USA in 2020, employment of interpreters and translators is expected to increase by 24% more faster than the average for all occupation from 2020 to 2030. This clearly shows that having a third language will enhance the career opportunity of our students either in Malaysia or overseas. Referring to our third point, we can state that learning third language able to enhance students' career opportunity in the future. Therefore, in order to influence students to learn third language, let's move to the next part of our discussion, which is how to attract the students to learn third language. Ladies and gentlemen, first, let's begin with the first step, which is explain the benefit to students. As we can see, most of the students refuse to learn the third language in school because their perception towards foreign language is very complex to learn and useless in Malaysia. In their opinion, it is good enough to master Malay and English only. Therefore, as a teacher and parents, we need to explain the benefits such as enhanced self-confidence, academic result, better career opportunity, and others, while insert the interest in learning third language to our students. We also should convince them that learning a new language is very easy and beneficial for their future. Not only that, we have to provide the evidence as stated earlier that process of learning language will lead them achieving a better academic result and enhance self-development that will apply in their career as well. Furthermore, we can attract them by stating that students who able to speak a few languages will make them cooler, especially when they are having a conversation with native speaker in front of their friends. As a result, they will probably consider to learn a new language. In short, if the benefits are well explained to the students, they are having high tendency to interested in learning third language. Next, the second step to attract students is by finding entertainment in the language. As we know, there are many types of method to learn a new language. However, the unsuitable learning method will lead students to give a bad perception to learn a new language. Therefore, as a teacher and parents, we also need to use entertainment for their ways of learning. For example, when our children learn Japanese, we as a parents can provide them a Japanese comic or book to tackle their interest in reading and enjoying the learning process. We also can entertain together as a family by watching interesting Japanese movie that offer subtitles in Malay or English. While our children enjoying the movie, their understanding in Japanese will slowly increase by referring to the subtitle. On the other hand, as a teacher, we also can use famous Japanese song in learning process. While listening to the song, students are exposed to a new word, improved listening skill, pronunciation, and vocabulary. Recent study in South Africa found that singing of songs inspiring the English second learners to enhance their literature and other aspects as well. As a result, entertainment helps to motivate students while enjoying the learning process in a non-competitive and relaxed situation. Therefore, entertainment able to tackle students' interest while maintain their process in learning third language. Now, we will move to the third step, which is set a trial to learn a new language. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that forcing children to study might seem harsh, but it is good for their future because we want the best for them. However, if we forcing them too much to study or do something they do not like, it will lead them into several consequences, such as they will lose motivation to go to school, no interest completing their homework, having unbalanced routine, their academic performance will drop, and many more. Therefore, as our opening a new third language classes, we will give a trial for all students for 2 weeks, which means they can go for any different type of language classes. They can keep changing the classes until they find their favorite third language. As for students who are not interested, there is no force by our school to take this language subject. However, if they suddenly interested to take this subject, our school can accept them and the teachers are willing to guide them from the start. Ladies and gentlemen, before we enter the question and answer session, I want to restate the points that we had covered in our discussions today. The first benefit of learning the third language for students is it can build up their self-confidence. Second, it also can be a preparation for students those aims to study abroad. Third, it can enhance career opportunity either in Malaysia or overseas. Therefore, we already discussed on how to attract them to learn the third language. First, we as a teachers and parents should explain them the benefits of learning the third language. Next, we find the entertainment in the language. Lastly, our school will set a trial for students to experience the different type of language within 2 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, before I end the speech, let me go through the question and answer session. You may ask anything that related to our topic today and I will try my best to answer all the questions.
Hello, Mr. Hanif. My name is Nurul. My question is, does this third language subject listed in the CJ Pelajaran Malaysia?
Thank you for the question, Madam Nurul. For your information, all third language are registered under SPM subject and students will be sit for the examination when they are Form 5. Did I answer your question, Ms. Nurul?
Yes, you answered my question. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Alright. Okay, next. Does anyone have any question?
Assalamualaikum Mr. Hanif. My name is Muhammad Harib bin Suhaimi. My question is, among the 3 languages offered in this school, which language is more benefit for the student in the future?
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Mr. Harib, for the question. In my opinion, Mandarin is the most benefit for students, especially in Malaysia. This is because most of the company in Malaysia owned by Chinese. The ability to speak in Mandarin will give more advantage in terms of job interview and promotion as compared to the others. However, it still depends on the purpose of learning the language. If the students aim to study in Japan, so it will be better if they study Japanese as their third language for early preparation. Did I answer your question, Mr. Harib?
Yes, it is. Thank you, Mr. Hanif.
You are welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the present and attention for today. I am really hope that our children success in their future. Now, I would like to end my speech with Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.